We're gonna get started in a second. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, guys, I am in here. Welcome back. This is another episode of Juice the Squeeze podcast, and we are going to get right on into it. Are you guys hearing an echo? I'm hearing an echo. Goodness, got crumbs on me. Yeah, it's an echo. Hold on. Bear with me. Echo is coming from something. Do you hear that echo? I don't hear it now. That was weird though. Definitely weird. But hey, so without further ado, you guys, this one is for everybody trying to create a faceless channel. If you're here and you've ever attempted that yourself, this video is going to be for you. You just have to lock in with me for the next 30 minutes and I'm going to show you a lot of unique ways, and just to show you that, you know, it doesn't take much, because a lot of you guys are making it more harder for yourself. You can make all the way up to 10-minute or so videos with just the power of AI. 1 second. Trying to get the message, spread the word. Gotta spread the word, you know, the good word of juice. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. I hope your week has been good. I hope you've been, you know, putting together some of the stuff that we've been talking about. I hope that you actually been working on everything. I do apologize. A lot of the stuff is on my screen and it's down here. So if you're seeing me look down here, I'm just looking at my screen. I'm not trying to disengage with you. I know I need to look at you. So I try to focus a lot, but then it's like, you know, I got to try to perceive in two different places. But I hope that you guys are having a good time. I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I've been putting out, because it's getting big, man. I'm actually going to be creating a community this weekend. If you're interested in doing anything in the AI space, if you're interested in creating your own AI to make yourself profitable, if you want to make AI videos that we're going to be going over today, if you want to do anything, even making websites, anything that you can imagine with AI, I'm going to create a community over in school, or if not, you want to, you know, do something a little different, we're going to do it in Discord as well. I just need you guys to lock in with me. So if you have the time and you have the energy, lock in with your boy for just a couple of, whatever it takes for you to become great. That's really how long it takes. It shouldn't even be about couple of anything. What is it going to take for you to become great? Are you going to give yourself the time, the energy? And if anybody is paid for an AI course, let me know in the chat right now, because I'm just curious from what realm you've already come from and how I can best, assist you and everything. I see it's ads on, so I'll give you guys a second. How's everybody's Friday? How's everybody's Friday? So for this to work, you're just gonna need one of these bad boys, a phone. And I can take this thing off the charger too. You just need a phone. Okay, if you're really gonna do this, you just need a phone. You need of course, you might need a laptop or browser. Laptop or desktop, depending on because you want to be able to make this anywhere and at any time. But what I want you guys to do is be ready. So if you have your laptops, if you have your laptops, if you have your phones, if you have your desktops, get it all ready. I want you to open up Claude Code, Grok, which is X, CapCut. You can use the web version or you can use the phone version. And then finally, we're going to have one secret little website that will do all of this stuff. But you just have to lock in and stay till the end of the video. Or if you're watching this later, I know a lot of you might just skip to the end, but you'll lose a lot of context that we're going to be having. And I need to shave. I need to get a shave, boy. So right now, I'm doing a talking head video. There are frequent little frequent little share screens and all this other kind of stuff floating around. A good example of this is the YouTuber, and I'm going to go to this page right now. My phone is blowing up. So there are several YouTubers you can see now using this little power up just to make themselves content without ever having to touch the board. And I think that is actually pretty good to just look at. What's the guy's names? Bear with me a second. Sam Altman? No, that's the creator of that is the creator of all of these good old tools and things like that. Roke. Here we go. I didn't know how to say his name. Okay, so we have individuals like this gentleman here.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
Check this out. In today's video, you're going to learn everything you need to know about C-Dance 2.0, how it can be used with real-life footage to create shots like this, how it can be used to create VFX shots like this, and how it can replace After Effects by adding camera track text into scenes, how you can use it to create effective storytelling techniques so that you become the director and create shots like this in one prompt.
So we're going to be going over how you can do this yourself. So without further ado, I hope that you got all the stuff I said ready, because what we're going to be doing is jumping into everywhere. Well, thank you. Ursa, I appreciate you. Hold on. Shout out. Do I have shout outs? Ursa, thank you. Hold on. Let me type to you, Ursa. You guys, I'm actually coming back from an injury too, so bear with me a little bit. My fingers are just getting better. Oh, you already know how to do all of that? I appreciate you, Ursa. Are you making faceless content? Because that's, I want to know who's already making it.
Who the hell am I?
And who's
How
not.
it can be used for marketing.
So I know what level of people to, be helping and adjusting. The best thing you can do though is we're going to start first, right? So without having to do all this stuff that I have going on with the, appreciate the support. Without the cameras, lights, and board in the background, just, the board in the background is just to, have some, something to look at instead of looking at all my background. Having various lights, have to play in the background, all of that stuff, take all of that stuff out, right? So what if I told you right now, today, with 0 subscribers, no face, no voice, no special skills, you are going to be able to hit 1 million views a month. Not on one channel, but as many as you want to create. There are people creating faceless channels, making motivational content, fully automated by like the AI generated monk. There's no face ever that grew over to 2 million followers on Instagram in 3 months. There's a YouTube channel that creates AI drama series about African village videos that gets over 200,000 and 500,000 views per episode. There are faceless finance channels breaking down how money concepts with animations that have over 6,000 subscribers, 600,000 subscribers, and has never shown the creator's face even once. All of these were built with tools most people already have access to and are absolutely free. So today I'm going to teach you how exactly to do this. It's not theory, it's not concept. This is a step-by-step, screen-by-screen play, and I'm going to give you the prompts that you need to use to make this thing work for you. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of secret before we get into this. Prompting isn't going to be your only thing. You're going to need to understand the development of a shot. What it is that you want it to look like. You fell off the path. Oh God, lost your interest. It's handy, but some of these things, okay. So listen, Ursa, this is perfect for you, right? And I'm talking to you guys directly. Because you've fallen off the path, and I understand dealing with, okay, you've dealt with a lot of voiceless things. That you said it exactly. So I'm reading your comment, but it's absolutely available to you to utilize this so that way, even if you fall off, you can create a system that will work without you ever having to show up to the video itself. Hold on. Let's move that camera a little bit. Okay, so I guess I'm just in this angle right now. Those are my workout shoes over there. This is where my workout and PlayStation go out. I keep everything right up in the mix. But yeah, you guys want to be able to create and be able to do things like that. Go out, just turn around, put the system together, start working out, get better with yourself, and be the best version of yourself imaginable. So my name is Juice. I've been doing digital media for over 14 years. I got a production company. I work with government clients, and I create content every single day. What I'm about to show you is not a tutorial. I Googled, this is what I actually use. So stay to the end. The third case is what most people don't want to use or they sleep on, but nobody can compare to this, and it's practically zero. So let's go. Let me show you guys another. There's another channel I want to show you guys if my tabs would work. Ursa, I appreciate you for coming in. You're a blessing in disguise. So we have this guy too. So you know what? I might reveal something. No, I'm not going to reveal it too fast. So, all right, guys, without further ado, before we get into the tools, I want to understand why faceless video is the biggest. You want to understand why faceless video is the biggest opportunity in content creation right now, because if you don't understand, you'll execute the how without the intention of instead of just, getting the copying steps, right? So the 3 reasons that faceless channels are winning in 2026, one is volume. It beats the personality on the scale. When you make your first faceless creator, your output is limited. When you're making your own face as a creator or using your own face, your output is limited. You stutter just like I stutter. There's breaks and pauses. There are things that, make it so that way you're not creating at the fastest you can do. Now, but the one thing I do say that it's always going to be a perk for me, right, is I get to engage with all of these amazing people like Ursa in the chat, speaking up with me and connecting. This is what you lose when you have an AI version going through all of this. But number 2, the algorithm no longer cares about your particular face. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of them rank by watch time, engagement, click-through rate. And the beautiful thing about all of this is animated AI videos with a compelling story get the same algorithm treatment as a talking head video, except the AI video can be consistent, polished, and produced in 40 minutes or less. Reason 3, you can service multiple niches at one time. When your channel is tied to your face, you're stuck in one brand, you're stuck in one niche identity. With faceless channels, you can run 3 channels simultaneously, each with different niches. You can build your own audience, its own revenue stream, and the actual creator empire doesn't require showing your own face. And this is why, if you want to learn all of this stuff that I'm going to be teaching you, because I can midway through this, I'm going to show you one of my faceless pages. Over on TikTok, it's doing extremely well, and I don't even really cater to it too often. All right, so right now I want you guys to, I'm going to put this in the chat, but I want you to try these tools out. Ursa, this one's for you first, and then we'll get to the YouTubers. Why is it not pasting? Okay, there we go. Ursa, that's for you. Use these. Okay, these are going to be things that you can use. For the YouTube people, let me know if you see it. So without further ado, we're going to create an AI drama, right? We're going to start with $0. We're just going to start here. But when you're generating with revenue, I'm going to tell you the tool that you should invest in, because it's going to take the quality from just basic to cinema level. And that's the sequence I recommend, because, these 3 use cases I'm about to start now, we're just going to go into it, right? So AI drama. This is the number 1 use case that I'm seeing that has inspired a lot of today's videos. The reason I'm fired up about this one is because I've watched channels that have hit 1 million views per episode with 0 budget, 0 narrator, and no professional equipment, which is a lot of overhead site, because, it's paying for Adobe, even like a premium, all of that costs money, but you can do this without any of those things. The AI drama niche, specifically episodic storytelling with AI generated characters, dialogue, and animation. Well, I want you to think about it like this. If you're making a mini movie franchise, but instead of a film crew and actors, you just have a Claude script, and then you have Grok animating the rest of the scenes, the results of each series is going to feel like a short film, weekly releases, and it builds a deep, loyal audience because people are invested to the story. So here is the real proof, right? I'm going to go pull up a animated drama, right? And that's what's going to take this off. And I'm going to open up Grok and show you how to do it. So right here, I want to find an example of it, but so 2 months ago, we got a 30-minute video. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at OBS. I thought that you guys could see the screen, so let me go over here. So right here, we have one video right here, over 300,000 views. You can even see these little animated Apple face things, all of that stuff. These are going crazy on the internet right now. I know that this stuff works because every time I go to my own mother's house, I see her watching some animated video that's utilizing AI. And it really upsets me only because I'm like, Mom, you don't support me this much. You over here watching this. See, look, okay, a compilation of these AI.
I'll teach you how to be a real man.
And so we want to show you guys how many. So they're not technically making any money yet, but they just started this a month ago. A month ago. By the time that they hit their 4,000 subscribers, these people will be making hundreds of thousands of dollars easily. Because I'll tell you this right here is this 30K is about $200 or so, right? If they did this every single day, instead of doing compilations, they would be making millions.
You two are entirely useless to me.
Please, you are scaring us.
So it's an hour worth of this, right? This is where it gets really insane. So you can go and find a niche just by simply watching or saying AI drama. Now, granted, it's a lot of people showing you how to make the build, right? So I'm not the only person that you can find teaching you this. I would also even recommend getting into Hermes. Hermes is going to automate the system absolutely for you, but that is a little bit more hard than what we came here to talk about this evening. But Hermes is going to be great. So this is
bad color for a funeral, Leo.
another one.
The coronation is in an hour. Father named me head of the foundation. You and Sophia are just scenery.
And they're not even good, right? But what I would do to jazz this up is you put some dramatic music behind it. The thing is that nobody's doing all of this. So you can use all of these tools that I'm going to show you in a second to make something like this. And maybe I should make this bigger. Ursa, you're my number one commenter. Let me know if you want anything changed so I can see it. You'll be the first one that we're catering to you tonight, because we got 2 over on YouTube. I've seen people leave and come out. Work is a lot because people. Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. People want it for background noise, and this is where you can capitalize on it, right? If you just have a boatload of videos that people are slightly interested in, they can go day by day and just let it play.
You think the crown is inherited? Cute.
While you were practicing your regal smile, I sold the Foundation's headquarters to a Dubai holding group. The will mentions the buildings, Leo, not the land. We don't wait for funerals, brother. We engineer them. You just became the king of an empty parking lot.
Little sister.
So we can create something like this. Again, what I would do is add a little bit of background music. It'll take the slightest amount of touches, some sound effects. Hey, that's hilarious. Ursa, you are very funny. I'm just catering to the people that, when you interact with somebody, I like to interact and then cater to the people that work with me. So if you ain't in here talking to me, because I got 2 viewers and I don't know what they're doing. They're just watching. I think one of them is a Faceless channel, actually. So I think they're actually here learning. Yep. And they just said Faceless. So so I they're trying to probably maximize their results as well. So here's the real world proof. As you can see, there's channels making real money, animated videos through stories. They have drama niches. You can think of anything: spiritual storytelling, historical epics, routinely hitting over 200 to 500,000 per episode. Some episodes go up to the north of 1 million. But these aren't big channels with massive followings, okay? They are just niche storytelling channels that are found that have found their audiences and are going through consistent and compelling story narrative. Okay, so the business model that works is because YouTube ad revenue is on a channel getting 3 million views to a CPM of about $4 to $8 per 1,000 to 20,000. I mean, excuse me, per 1,000 views. So that's 20,000 to about $24,000 per month in ad revenue alone. Right. The only reason I know is because I have my YouTube is already at the point of getting ad revenue. But the crazy thing is I know these numbers from pretty much every metric because, like I said, I'm going to show you one of my bigger ones, and they're only big on TikTok. So I have that, and you have to tie in utilizing a TikTok shop. Right. The business model works for YouTube. It works for TikTok. It's going to work for Facebook and Meta, all of these things. And actually, the biggest thing I want to tell you too, if you really want to maximize your amount of money, right? All of these platforms now have a monetization fund for you all. Facebook, Instagram, Threads is going to be next, and these are all metaverse, right? So you can get paid 3 times from the same company. Then you can go over to X, aka Twitter, and do all of that kind of stuff. I would also go on YouTube and Instagram. I mean, YouTube and what's the other one? Twitch. We're over here on Twitch. All right, so I want you to see this particular prompt that I'm going to put in. This is how you set yourself up. So let me go over here, go to Claude for you guys. Not X, extra. And that's something you should get a jingle that will make people remember what it is that you're talking about, right? So you are a master storyteller writing a dramatic YouTube series. Right, so this is all you would need. This is the structure, everything like that. If you want these prompts, oh God, Ursa, you're about to become a mod. So this guy got to go. How do I delete him? Ursa, I can't. Oh God, I'm on. The problem is I'm on. Yeah, the purge. Get him out of here. No, I'm on OBS looking at Twitch. Hold on, Ursa, you might just become a. How do I make you a mod? I can't moderate you right here, but Ursa, for being here, you're 2 steps away from becoming a mod. I just need to understand how to do it. Oh, hold up. Let's try that. We're learning something today. Hey, you're a mod now. Now I have my first mod. Ursa, thank you for coming in and being a mod. Let's hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I've never used the slash commands. I'm not a Twitch aficionado. I'm bigger on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that. So I appreciate the sharing of knowledge that you're giving me as well. Let me full screen that. I'm sorry that you guys saw that in such a small little screen. So we're gonna choose our characters. We're gonna choose the niche. We're gonna choose whether it's fantasy, epic, supernatural, thriller. I think that there's a space for the supernatural thrillers, right? So let's go with that. We're gonna choose supernatural thriller. A young woman, defying tradition, forbidden love. So it's pretty much giving me everything I needed. So a child that is born with unusual powers. And you know what else? I don't like it, but those little commercials with the dramas talking about I was born something. Yeah, this is exactly what it said in that, right? So choose your setting. We're going to go with the 2030. What's his name? His name will be boy or girl. Ursa, it's on you. Is it lady or is it a man? That's the fastest you ever got, mod. Girl? Okay. What's her name? Susan? The main character's name is Susan. No, Ursa, we're making this character with you. So what's our character's name? Give her a good name. Lethal. Because she's lethal. That's a lethal lady. LL. Is that her hero name? Is that her handle? LL. Not Cool And the conflict, that the world of men Okay, hold up. Let me see what Ursa. Okay, I thought you said something, Ursa. That the world of men what? That the world of men. She's the last woman on Earth. I wish I could talk to text. Ursa, do you think this is good? I feel like the Joker would say something about her taking more L's than D's, though. He is funny like that. Then follow it with what's in the name? Femme Fatale. Okay, each episode ends on a cliffhanger. And you know what? She can discover where other women are at. I think that will be good. What do you think? This is just going to be something random. You know, people are making Apple videos, strawberry head videos and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run with it. I think Ursa's cool with this. Oh, hold on. I'm going to take exactly what you're saying and put that in there. Let's stop it. Sorry. Yeah. Actually, sorry, Claude. We're going to do that. Oh, goodness. I'm going to say, what did I just see there? Hold on, Ursa. Gotta copy what you said. Ursa, do you game? Because I would like to, since you're over on Twitch, I want to find some people that I can do some gaming with. I know that's very random. Oh, well, that's good. Do you have PS5 or are you a PC only kind of girl? I get the comment about my eyes. Literally, the girl at my rental office, they don't call me by my name. They just call me Pretty Eyes, and it's very weird. Because PC, okay, PC. Yeah, there are a bunch of things that are crossplay, but at the same time, it's like, is it always good though? So we got this cooking up, and this is going to give us our. This is going to give us everything that we need as far as the script. And then we're going to take our script and we're going to plug that into a different tool just so I stay on course, right? While that generates, I noticed that, if you've asked, their visual descriptions, because I'm looking at YouTube and they are talking over there, Ursa, so excuse me. So the visual description for each scene is going to be here. So this is what matters. It's going to give us a basic visual description. Our image generation prompt is next. So that's what's going to show what our character looks like. We're not doing the extra work. We're building the pipeline so that way we just have to write the story. I actually have some stories in mind, but I feel like my stuff is too grandiose. It's at the point where it could be movie production. Like I want to recreate, and I'll just be honest, I want to recreate like the story of Avatar: The Last Airbender, because you have to say it like that nowadays because the blue people or whatever. All right, so while this is generating though, I want you to look at the scene description. Did it come out yet? It's going to be called The Last Vessel. That's going to be a wild name. I think that's going to be good. So yeah, my eyes, they like shift color in the light depending on how they are. They're hazel, greenish. If you look at some of my older videos, they are brighter green. It is because of how I have the lighting now. Like I've changed it a bunch. I mean, the blue people is for real. Because what you want me to say, the people from, I don't even know the name of their planet. It's some alien BS. Listen, the only Avatar that really matters, Ursa, is Avatar: The Last Airbender. There is no other. And we do not accredit the live action at all. It never existed. I know some people, that's all they know. Ursa, you seem like a hilarious person. Did you watch the live version of... I definitely am down with Korra. Korra was weird to me, and I'm gonna be real with you, Ursa. Korra is not a better Avatar than Aang, because never in his soul would he ever let the Avatar be ended in his name. Okay, but Korra was tough. Korra was tough to the max. She had a lot of more versatile opponents. I'll give you that. These are the points. Like I understand her struggle. She had so much. So they're actually going to bring him back. I don't know how they're about to do this, but the comic is still hinting towards the next version of the Avatar, which I think that they're going to have the light spirit and the dark spirit come into the into two different ones. So they're going to have twins come from the Earth Kingdom next, because that's the next in line for the Avatar. So the light spirit, I'm pretty sure is going to be like, well, I just probably like this connection or something like that. No, listen. I think it's more a nostalgia factor too. Okay. Yeah, but she didn't have combustion, like explodey head man. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, you got a gun. I think that is a great comparison. Lubu was very tight. And why is this thing taking? It's really going to give us a good script then, because it's taking its good old time. It has explanatory mode on. So okay, it's going to do some explaining, but let me show you guys the tool, because we got to stay focused as well. Ursa, you are a treat and a delight. I wish that you could be in all my streams. I hope to present you into them. And if you haven't had a chance, Ursa, the thing that really made me go insanely popular in the internet space is Pop the Balloon Thailand, because I travel to Thailand often. It's a very funny show to me, because I like to look at the intersections of dating. He would not understand what a gun is, and he probably would get popped. But at the same time, I think so. Okay, no, but I think that like my whole understanding from Lubu, no matter what, like I know he's a real person, but I've only seen him in Dynasty Warriors, right? So now we're taking a rant because the script is still doing his thing. Lubu in Dynasty Warriors is like so OP. Like this man, a gun is like, so what? Right? He's gonna flick that thing off and then, like, unless you're hitting him with a 50 cal, it doesn't matter. I don't care about no automatic weapons and none of that. He's eating that. He's eating that. His armor is flinging that to the side. But I do get what you're saying. It is like taking the greatest warriors from back in the day and then trying to compare them. But the crazy thing about it is Korra wasn't even like 100 years after Aang. So they got all of that technology a little too fast, and that's on the creators, right? Because it's no way in the world that they got to that level of guns. See? Yeah, no, you're right. I did see that episode. I did see the records of Ragnarok, or is it record? It's records of Ragnarok, something like that. So we have two ways to go about, the tool that we're gonna get. I can show you some of the stuff I've actually made before. Actually, I don't think that I can because I have client work on there. That might suck. So you can just you got two ways to do this. You can go to Twitter and then hit up Grok, and then you just be able to create images. You got fast. No. So if you want to get the other versions, you got to go to grok.com. So yeah, don't look at the bottom there, but because that's one of the faceless pages that I do have, and I'll be completely transparent. Yes, it is a woman. Yes, it is getting a lot of attention. No, I do not sell corn, but it is almost esque. So. These are just examples of things that you can create. And I want you to know that my teacher who showed me this was actually a woman and said, yeah, go ahead and make a girl AI and go crazy with it. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, so now we have everything in our script. Ursa, did I reveal too much? Okay. Ursa, you are a very well thought person. I enjoy conversating with you. Let me do this. Okay. Let me talk to you for a second. We have orbital lasers. Even 10 years ago, we had rail guns that we only thought were on video games, but they literally cleared out 70 miles of force range with one singular aluminum ball, even this big. So yes, you are correct that in a few decades we can make leaps and bounds in what we know, right? Even with the advent of AI 3 years ago could not do the stuff that we're talking about right now. It was like if you see the video where they're talking about like Will Smith eating spaghetti. And do you see this curl over here? Oh my God. I feel like I'm in the Western Age, cowboy times. I always thought about having a mustache I could curl like this, but that's not what we're here for. Listen, people who are coming in on YouTube, I'm sorry, I'm talking to my other chat in in Twitch. But let's get back to the main thing. Ursa, we can't be distracted. We can't be distracted. So we have a full script here. So what I would do, right, is we have the scenery, we have the makeup. I think this is actually pretty good. Or so you want me to read it to you? If anybody wants, so this is how we're gonna. So it's series is gonna be a mythology. It's lower divinity, not power. It is reside. I would say residual, but okay. When a divine presence withdrew from the physical world at the beginning of recorded history, it left behind fragments of its original blueprint. The architecture of creation itself. Fragments settled into the bloodlines of certain women across every civilization, every continent, every century. They were called vessels. A vessel did not have abilities. She carried a piece of the original design. Oh, this is actually deep. Her gifts are the expressions of divine attributes filtered through the mortal flesh. Its sight, knowing truth behind what the eyes can perceive, seeing the real shape of a person, a moment, and a lie. This voice, speaking words that carry weight of decree, words that press against the very fabric of reality because they echo the original word that spoke everything into existence. Touch, restoring things, people, the moment, moments to their uncorrupted design the way they were meant to be. And then the presence, the ability to stand in the threshold between the sacred and the profound, holding the door open for something greater. So now this is going to be our storyline. Throughout history, an ancient institution called the Tribunal had hunted vessels to extinction, believing that lower divinity in human hands is blasphemy, that these fragments must be extracted and returned to silence. By 2030, they had nearly succeeded. Every vessel on Earth had been found, cataloged, and emptied, except for one. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. That's going to be, so this is going to be our starting point for our character. Okay, Ursa, I'm looking at what you're saying. Give me a second. So we got, okay. Now let's take this. Now I gotta actually create the character as well. So we have two ways I would do this, right? And again, we're gonna be using only free tools. So what I would do is we can go to Gemini. Gemini is gonna be the best one because we wanna have Nano Banana on our side. Because Nano Banana renders the best looking faces. Okay, sorry, wrong thing. Like, look, guys, I can't type with these fingers because I sliced them up. Excuse me. Trying to be great. Why she gotta be from Southeast DC? I think we need a new location. This is crazy. Ursa, give me a place where she can be from, because Southeast DC is the wildest place in the universe to come from right now. Oh my God, my characters from Southeast DC is crazy. Okay, Ursa, give me your notes. Give me your notes. So I'm gonna go here. I just want you guys to see this. So we're gonna change where she's from. Not Southeast DC. This is so crazy that that's where you want to put her at. Hold on, I'm pulling up Twitch on my other phone, and I'm gonna slightly show you guys what's on the phone, how to do this on the phone as well. Oh goodness. Ursa, where are we going for the place? Let's put her in. Let's put her in the Amazon. Brazil. Okay. So she's no longer 19. And these are the little tweaks you want to do. And listen, we're doing this raw, live, and showing you guys how you create pretty much a really good storyline. We don't need thinking. We can do this fast. What else you think we need to change? Age is 25. She's never left her city. She doesn't know what she is. Her abilities have been dormant her entire life, surfacing only as a strange institution. She always knows when someone is lying. She dreams of places she's never been, and animals go still in her presence. What else do you think? Muay Thai? Okay, so instead of at the pharmacy, well, it's Copper Huerta out there, so let's go with Copper Huerta. Okay. If you're watching and you want to be a part of the building this character, please just write in the comments, and then you're gonna be literally a part of the storytelling. And then you know what? I'll make this an actual page. What did I spell wrong? Okay, I did leave an R out. Okay, instructor, kickboxing. Okay, because I wanted it to be, you know, natural to the place it's going to be in. And then we got to add, can see. I don't know how many other streamers can do this live like this, but I appreciate Ursa for being here and working together with me. So, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I get it. It's hot. She is the last vessel alive. What else do we want to change in here? So we got her. We need to make her look for her as well. But you know what? We'll go with that. And what you're going to do, so now that we got into this part, sorry guys, I'm on the wrong thing. Now that we got into this part, you want to put create image. And because we're going to go with an animated story, it's 2030. What style are we going to go with? We can go with Mystic Fighter. You can simply put create this character. See, yeah, Copper Huerta. Yeah, I didn't know how to spell it. Listen, I am a well-versed in my vernacular, but if you want me to spell, shoot me. Shoot me. We'll go with kickboxing. You know what? Kickboxing / Copper Huerta, because now that Ursa gave us that, we'll just go with that. Capoeira. Is that spelled right? Now it's telling me this capoeira. Okay, so let's see what we get as a character. Now there's better ways to do this. But we want to do this as fast as possible. This is supposed to be a 30-minute video, but me and Ursa have been chatting it up, so I'll be honest with you. So write, create, and code in canvases. So this is going to be good if you want to build a video game. Yep, see right there? Explain and watch. Yeah, I'll do this another time. Is this what we want her to look like? Don't think so. So we're going to go back here, copy that, and we can still create image. What do you think? You like how this looks though, Ursa? You like how that looks as an image? I think that's not the best we can go with. I think we can do something better. Oh my God. No, not you getting beat up. I wasn't expecting that to happen. All right, where are the styles at? Did they just take away styles from me? That's crazy. Dang, Ursa, was you out here putting the moves on like that? You was out here kickboxing? Cause you know the stances. What is the problem? Why are you having a hard time? Redo that. Oh, so you lightweight, so people be tossing you around. I get it. It's okay, Ursa. You're still great. Is that not fun for you though? Oh dang, she ripped. Not as named after her right here. Oh man, yeah, no, you are lightweight. I could pick you up with one hand, even my injured hand. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you like this? Like, this is just what we're gonna get as an image of what she's gonna be looking like. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, you guys. If you have an image of what your person is gonna be like, what I would say is, let's just have her in a temple. I want to see her not kicking ass a little bit too. So first you got to get the basis of what your character is going to look like. What I also would recommend you guys to do is, let me get back into the mode. No, she's hitting that bag like, bro, that's some anime style. Like, I thought she was only gonna have the power of the future. Shorty about to have the power to kick you into next Tuesday. So she might see the future and see you teleport through a hole that she kicked your ass into. That's how crazy she looking. So actually, I'm gonna create one more scene. Why is she doing the same thing in the scene? I mean, okay, you know what? Now I know what to do. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna take Lethal, put her over here, and we can take off that. And I'm gonna put in, I got another prompt. I have notes up, so I'm just gonna take what my notes is. So we're gonna have her by herself first, and then we're gonna do this. My finger. Shit. I just touched the keypad with my sliced up fingers. So for anybody who's just watching this and just coming in, I was, I live alone, living single, not a single person, but I am living single, and I tried to make my own French fries for the first time in my life. Used the little shredder that you go like this, and my fingers just went along for the ride. Yeah, I think you know what I would do? I would make her like somebody who can slide into more of each of these things. Whoa. This is quite interesting. I've never seen Claude do this. We got more than one episode. Yeah, no, I think so this is scripting out our episodes, and I just said give us a couple of scenes for one. So we're gonna go with this. Oh my God, why is it? We got to get her, so we're going to go here, and I'm going to take out that selfies again. Oh, I forgot to download her. That would be important, guys. You got to download her. So we're going to download this. Have her in a or walking through the city. So these are the things you got to establish your frames of reference. So where is she going to start at? What is she going to look like beforehand? All of these kind of things. And you know what what I would do, particularly for this story, Ursa, since you're saying that, is I would make it so that way the ultimate opposition for her would be a technical god, because just having those powers and everything like that. So we'll take this here. Actually, take it to Grok. We're gonna put that up in here. So we got her here, and then we're gonna take it and put this scene that we have. And we're also going to I would also put these things here so that way we get this effect, right? Because you want to make, this is how you make very cinematic stuff going on. So we're going to paste this, and she's not in DC. I don't know why the heck they keep doing that. We gotta get it to forget DC, because DC is wild for this kind of story. And DC already got enough problems with Trump. I put the wrong thing in the wrong place. That's on me. Okay, so first off, boom. Then you make sure you push shift return, so that way you can get a little space in between, and then we're gonna make this an animate. I think I need to go to grok.com. I'm about to copy all of this. We'll try it, but I'm gonna go to Grok itself. But these are one of the two ways. So if you use this, Grok is going to think about it for a second, but I'm going to go to Grok itself, because without it, it might not do anything as far as animation, like video. It still left the damn DC shit. Antichrist? That's crazy too. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go. That's actually pretty good though. It took her to DC. I had some weird cat. So we're going to Grok, and yeah, we're going to the real Grok, because that didn't work out the way we wanted it to. Okay, so now that we're here at Grok, go to image, or actually, you put your image first, upload. We're gonna paste this. It's Brazil. What? Okay, let's just try this. Hold on. There's no connectors. Super Grok? No, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chop this one down. This video is generating the image. We need to guys, we went to the deep end on this one. Okay, so we're gonna add, there we go. Video. There we are. Agent beta? Oh no, I'm doing too much. Okay, so you can't get the higher resolution anymore. That's fine though. So especially if you're gonna be doing this on your social medias, you wanna keep it, this is probably gonna be the best, especially because you don't wanna have no black little screens, but we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna upload a video. Sorry that you're seeing some of my other work. That was not the intention. Why are we doing that? Oh, so you can't even do video anymore in here. What is happening? Understood. So Grok is out of the question. So you popped into the YouTube comment section earlier. In a true form is extremely rare. I'm confused by what you're saying. Yeah, I know. It was too good. Ah, I get you. 1 second, guys. I'm not gone. But why can't they still generate? Sorry. Like I said, I'm not a single guy, but you know, I live single. But yeah, so we got Grok, and Grok is not working for us, so we're gonna go to our secondary tool. Sorry for that. It's a lot going on. What I would do then, if Grok isn't working for you, you can also use CapCut. So what we can do, let's go to CapCut. I'll go to CapCut right now because they have Seed Dance. Okay, here it is. Seed Dance is now integrated into it, so it's easy to use. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay, understood. At first I was not understanding, but now I'm catching on to what you're saying, Ursa. You know, I'm not used to using this on here. Create with AI. That's what we're doing. So what you would just go through, you find your visual style, excuse me. We're gonna go with this. 1 minute is fine. Prima Donna. Let's see what she sounds like.
Welcome to creating voiceover. Welcome.
Oh, that's crazy. It doesn't let me add a picture on this one. There we go. It's not letting us keep that picture on here. Okay, we're gonna agree. Oh, so now I can see that this is how you do it here. We gotta wait for this to generate. So you get 300 credits in the month. I think that each generation is about 10 or so credits. So you can make about a few of these. No, I had an image. Can I stop it? So this is going to be actually pretty good for you. If you're using this as a workflow, so this is what you would do. I would get this. This is how you start it all off. 80. Goodness. It's 10 on the phone. So if you use this on your phone, you won't have to use as much credits. Again, I've never used this on the... No, we got to change a lot. We want to add this. Add this photo reference. You can change the scene. Video clips. We want to change this to this because we want it for that. Platform is going on. It really doesn't matter because they'll all be the same, right? But this is going to be good for you too. If you have a premium of this, then yeah, you'll be doing pretty well. Change duration. Yeah, we'll shorten the duration. I don't even think we don't even need that. Change it to let's say 4 seconds. So we're probably going to cut down some of it. Let's see if we cut down some of the costs like that. So you want to be able to really hone into exactly what you need, cut down cost, and then really make it work out. Damn it, it's still DC. I gotta catch these little minor things. Okay, no, I definitely understand that, especially if you lived in America, because it is quite for surely going to be a place where you'll see all that. So yeah, as you can see, if you cut down the time a lot, you'll save a bunch. And instead of using 80 credits, we're only using 6. So like I said, you can get it down to about 10 or less, really depending on what it is that we're doing. Let's generate this video. Yeah, but most people's illogical things are very deep rooted, since we're talking about mentality. And mentality can become something that's hard to shift, especially if that's not what you're looking to change within yourself. I might have to... Well, you can't force everybody. So I worked in mental health for quite a while. And with that, you can tell when somebody has those type of mental blocks, they won't be able to just shift the way you think you would like them to. And it does take a long time for people to actually get out of it, because even if you have that aha moment, it doesn't change your life for forever, myself included, right? Like I was in the best shape of my life a year or so ago. So many things have happened now. Of course, you know, I'm not using that as an excuse. I work out still routinely, but it's not to the point where I was. Like I was doing 2-a-days, had a 6-pack abs, all that kind of stuff, to where I've regained about 30 pounds that I didn't need. And I can cut that down in probably like a month or 2. And I'm just saying all of that is because things are ever changing, right? I went back into, You know, I enjoy a burger, right? And who doesn't enjoy a good burger? That's your superpower. Force of change. No, but I do understand what you're saying. You open people's eyes to what they are lacking and make them ponder it enough so that way they can beef or dairy. That's crazy work. Yeah, no, I haven't eaten beef in probably like 4 months. But I love. Both will kill you. Well, if you're talking about your weaknesses, I'll talk about mine. I'm allergic to chocolate, primarily to cacao, and I'm also allergic to seafood. So, if you know, alpha gal syndrome from Lone Star Ticks. So why is this a man? We're gonna watch our video.
Lathel's world, a lonely night. Amber lights, a silent cage. Change is coming.
So see, this is why I wouldn't use this, but I would go back to, we're just gonna test these things out, and yeah, we're gonna chop this up a bit. You can also go ahead here in Google. I would make a separate tab altogether. So we're going to create a video. And I'm on the wrong profile. That would make sense too. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Create a video. That's what we're doing. So, you know, if you want to make it realistic, if you want to make it ASMR, now, of course, yeah, you do have to have Google Pro. But you can get that for free for 6 months or to a year if you are, you know. My boy Panda, what's good? Welcome in. We are making AI videos, so bear with us. Brazil. And we got to add our reference image. Going over right here. And take out thinking. We're going to do fast. And is there any action hero? Let's go with that. Now, action hero might be too much. Civilization. Let's go with civilization. Okay, eat good, eat good. I need some water myself. So this is another tool that you can get. Again, I'm trying to show you all the free stuff. I should have planned for having a lot of comments. I didn't think I was gonna be interacting too much. This is my first time we've had such an interactive chat in quite some time, actually. So I appreciate all the comments and stuff down below. But we haven't even gotten to half of the other stuff yet. So I think I definitely will be doing this again in the morning. Panda, what you working on? How's the DJ booth? So as you see here, we have all the characters too. We're gonna have to animate all of them. We're gonna talk about the grandmother. And we didn't even get to scene 2, 3, or 4. So I'm gonna do all of episode 1, and I think we'll end it out. And well, actually, I'm not gonna end it. I'm gonna show you 2 more tools. I'm saying end it out, but I don't want to be here for the entire evening. Now, if you want to add your own voice, this is something I wasn't able to talk about earlier. If you want to add your own voice, there are things like 11 Labs, but then there's also alternatives. You don't have to use those at all. You can go with the already made AI voice. But if you go with 11 Labs, you can access the free tier and you'll get upwards of 10,000 voices that you can use for about a month, which is enough for an entire episode. Actually, is enough for at least 10 episodes that you could create. With that being said, you will go here, create your scenes. It literally will give you background, what all these people will be looking like. cliffhangers, and you're going to set up your script so that way you can make scenes within 10 or so seconds. Again, we try to do that here with CapCut. Sorry, this one here. It did its own thing, but Google Gemini is always going to be better. So let's look at what we got from here. I can't full screen it. Okay, well, and if you have an issue with this little thing here, we'll be able to change that up. So it says we only have 2 more, but we'll circumvent that. Let me see something. Create video. So this is where it's good to have multiple emails. Google, do not stab me in the back, but this is how I work it. I have multiple emails for different things, but you can do this to create your scene. So scene 2, we're gonna go ahead and just take that, like literally, we're just gonna do exactly what this thing is saying. Hold on, we're in the wrong episode. Goodness, my finger. Listen, if you don't know how to cook French fries, don't start today. Don't be like me. Do not start when you don't know what the hell is going on. Because sure enough, my fingers are killing me. Boom. So what you could do too, what I would also recommend is, as we're doing this right here, making this video part, I would take all of this, copy it, and throw that into your image, because you want to have a reference image so it doesn't get too confused about what it's doing. So we'll go ahead and do this here. Because you want it to be consistent. This is how you keep consistency. A lot of people will be like, well, it's not doing what I want it to do. Well, that's because you're not giving it the right type of references. You're letting this thing be all over the place, right? Panda, man, I got to hit the gym. You doing push-ups with me? You know what? I got to set up channel points and stuff like that, because I want you guys to challenge me to do push-ups and things like that. This position is crazy. Ursa, are you back? Oh my God, Ursa needs to see this. I'm gonna make another one though, because just in case, this is crazy. This is the healing position, guys. This is what they have for healing. This is what they created for healing. They said, oh, she gonna heal him. I'm not okay with this one. They got people seeing it though. Ursa, I need you to come back right now. I understand you're going to grab food, but this is insane. So what you can do is do that, and then now that we have a reference image. Okay, so it just had to make more light effects. I'll take it. We're not gonna get anything too much better in a quick amount of time. But I would say, if I was you, see, this is where the trial and error of AI comes in. You would have to keep generating, but we're gonna upload this file now. Go here and just put that in there and then create a video. I think I only get 1 for the day, but it's gonna do something. Yeah, it's making it. Oh, disrespectful. So, okay. Well, it didn't work on that one. So the free account ain't letting me do it. But we got this. And then again, upload your reference image. And of course, I do have more tools for you guys. I really was trying to show you on the ones that are easily accessible to most people, because you do have to remember a lot of these tools. And if not, you're going to have to come back and watch the video again. And, I try to make it a one-stop shop so that you can just, I watched it, I learned it, I can go do this myself. So now it's going to take its time to to generate. I said download. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in. If you can, just drop a like, drop a comment. If you're here, you're brand new. What is it that you want to create as a faceless streamer? What are some of the ideas that you would like to pretty much make for yourself? So also when I was talking about 11 labs, I'm sorry, I'm looking back at my notes, is that what you would do is whatever output you're getting, these are two ways I would say to utilize this the best. Whatever script that you're getting, and I don't think that we got any voice from it the first time. Did we? So you can either, so I'll just go to 11 labs so you can see. You can either create, so you can either create a script that will talk over this yourself. And you know what, I'm gonna log into an account I know doesn't have anything going on to it. Or just log me all the way into my account that has something going on with it. So let's go with this one. And I can show you how the free account gets down. Cool, we just, yeah. Oh, this is brand new. Let's just say juice. Yeah, we don't really have to know. Content creator. Just put these little things in because it will make it a little bit better for you. Skip. They're trying to get that mood up. Ursa, are you back yet? Because I really need you to see what we have going on. It got really crazy with our video. Let's see if it's rendered it already. It has. So now you got her healing him from the chest like this, which is also crazy. I mean, he had no blood, right? She healed him to bleeding, or is that the bleeding supposed to be stopped, or the rain is smearing it around? I feel like she harmed him more so than nothing. But what you would do is take something like this. There's no music. So what you're going to do is download both of these. And then you're stitching them together. From there, you utilize this here. Or what you could do is you go home here. And then you can voice over an entire video like this. Image and video. You can also do this here too. So this is another way. Let's get started here. Keep private for right now. So you got image references. We're gonna do video. Google VO Lite is the best one, right? We can get even up to 1080p. Now let's see how many points they're giving us today. I'm gonna say, so you get 10,000 points, which is way more than enough. With this reference, we'll just start with our starting frame. And this is just so we can show you guys what we were working on this whole time. So for anybody new, you can see it from the beginning, from the jump. So this is why I say you gotta know the tools, and like 11 Labs is not a tool that most people are using every day. But I know that you're using Google every single day. You're always, you know, watching some stuff. 4 seconds is perfect. We want sound on. Oh, we don't have a negative prompt. And we want one generation. Okay, let's do that one. Oh, shoot. So you can't do it with your free account. But what we can do is go back to our thing here, and then we can take this, and we can create our narrator. The initial thing I came here to tell you guys. So we're gonna create our narrator like this. We're gonna put our script here. We'll tweak some of the stuff because we're not in DC anymore, because me and Ursa definitely thought that was a wild place to be for this type of story. Okay, and then what we will do is you find a voice that you want.
It is a profound truth that...
Absolutely not. So what you can do is gender. We want a female, neutral.
Did you ever notice how the
No.
That sounds so frustrating.
This is the most expressive Indian AI voice you can find here. Let's make some magic, shall we?
Já imaginou essa voz conversando com seu público? Sério, eu não vejo a hora disso acontecer.
And because I speak English and I'm only looking for English speaking voices, we're going to go here and put in English because that was also crazy. Not that it was a problem, but I didn't understand two of the voices.
That sounds so frustrating. I can't believe they don't.
Okay, so it's been a really fast.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. Let me be the perfect voice for all your
Like, oh my God, girl, I know, like, that's literally why I started this podcast, to be honest. Like, revealing the actual beauty secrets out here.
So I would also, let's see, enhance. Liam. No, we don't want Liam. Liam as in a woman. Let's go with Jessica.
Hey there, I'm Jessica. Do you like my soft, sultry voice?
I think Jessica's doing too much.
A lot of it. I can't wait.
Hold on, wait. What? We didn't even hear her.
There are moments when the world asks us to rush, to decide too quickly, to speak too loudly.
Okay, so we'll go ahead with
wisdom.
Grandma Moody over here.
There are moments when the world...
So with that click of a button, we'll be able to start generating some of the speech context and getting in. Jessica is named after doing too much. Listen, Ursa, okay, so I'm glad that you're back because I wanted you to see this. So look at our scene too. I generated 2 photos, right? I'm like, okay, scene 2. I wanted her to do, they had her supposed to be healing. Why is she positioned like this? And then the second iteration was her beaming this light into the man. And then I want you to see the video iteration of the girl. So now look at the video. Now tell me she doesn't make him bleed in this video now. Like he was just chilling per se. All right, let's hear our voice.
In Brazil, 2030, 19-year-old Lethal lives a life deliberately stripped of significance. No social media presence, no close friends, no records that trace further back than a P.O. box her grandmother set up in 2012. She works the pharmacy closing shift and walks home through the same streets every night. But something is changing. The dreams are getting louder. Animals freeze when she passes.
So this will be your background. Okay. Oh, make the voice younger? I've been trying to find a voice.
I understand it's all new, but
they're all weird.
Hi. Your order's been delayed by 1.
Hey, I'm Zara. Let's create something that feels...
Hi, this is Molly.
Mr. Verma, your payment is still pending.
Welcome back to the Balance Podcast. I cut to an overhead shot of a long...
There are no shortcuts to any place worth going.
Okay, you want grandpa? So I put female. Let's go with male.
It is a profound truth that the deep things in science are not found because they are useful. They were found because it was possible to find them.
In Brazil,
if you get super duper...
The room was silent.
Oh,
but in that silence,
Nathaniel, he got
the story was
that
waiting
voice
to unfold.
Use Molly. Wait a minute. Now we got a lot going on. What's up, sister girl? This is the most I've ever had on Twitch. Twitch is blowing up now. Y'all, I was supposed to be on the phone with my lady like 20 minutes ago. This is crazy. So for everybody over on Twitch, that's my sister in the chat. She up in there. So what we're gonna do is use Molly. Where's Molly at? Went to men. Molly Piper.
Hi, this is Molly. A warm British voice, ideal for narration, social media content and audiobooks. Clear, calm and easy to listen to.
The room was silent.
Yeah.
But in that silence, a story was waiting to unfold.
Okay, so yeah, we got his voice on there.
Brazil, 2030.
Oh no, your old ass, we don't want you no more. Get out of here.
In Brazil, 2030, 19-year-old Lathel lives a life deliberately stripped of significance.
Didn't I tell you to be quiet?
In Brazil,
You can also do a lot of tweaking with the voices. So let's say you like that voice, you can change their age. You can see what the quality is and stuff like that. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Yeah, you know, he because we got to tell the story of what's going on. So if you're watching this, I didn't change the title over on Twitch. I should do that now. But I'm teaching you guys how you can make these faceless pages and keep them generating using only free tools. Hey, I appreciate you for doing that. You're very welcome. And a matter of fact, let's everybody shout out my sister. Say shout out to the bandit. Up in here. I'm surprised. How did you even find that I was online? That's even more funny. Or is it because it's on Instagram? I'm curious. Because you don't have. You know what? I'll be quiet. You have Twitch on your phone? I'm over here talking to the like I'm at the phone with you, but it's a secret. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
No social.
Did we not get
30, 19-year-old Lathel lives a life deliberately stripped of significance.
Because I'm wondering why I'm not hearing Nate's voice. All right, now regenerate the speech. So now we'll get...
In Brazil, 2030, 19-year-old Lathel lives a life deliberately stripped of significance.
Perfect, right?
No social media.
So you're going to take all of your clipped up videos, put them together, and we should get a finished product. Okay, so with that, let me get to the next part because I have gone completely off the rails since people have come in. All right, so there's other use cases, but I'm gonna come back on in the morning time and show you all this. What I'm gonna do now is just wrap this all up and show you the secret tool that I was talking about earlier that will make this a lot more easier. The only thing is this one is not free, but if you pay for it, then you can utilize all of this stuff. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go back over here and I'm going to do everything pretty quickly. I'm going to generate all these images for professionals. So they always adding some new in here. And not to lie to y'all, like sometimes it's good. And oh God, I got client stuff up here. All right, so don't mind my client work at the moment. Sister girl, I know you know a couple of these things on here. You're gonna be like, oh wow, I know this. Yeah, luckily most of the stuff you can see right now I've already put out. So you're not getting a sneak peek on anything, but this is some of the client work I do. Where is Lathel stuff? Okay, so we need to create her. Yeah, I know, right? That was not what I was expecting you to see. Not right now, at least. But I want to show you guys how you can do this a lot better. And this is going to be a much better style of doing things as well. So we paste this over here. Make sure that if you do have this, you go with Nano Banana Pro. You're going to do that and then boom. Oh, shoot. Make sure the size is correct. Don't be like me. We want to make it so that it's going to be good for our posts. So you have these two options, the 3:4 and the 9:16. I go with 3:4 because sometimes the scenes can change length and certain platforms like TikTok don't actually take the full 9:16 every time. Sometimes they'll be more partial to this, right? So let's go and get all these. Now, if you want my way to make this absolutely cinematic and do this at a higher level, you're going to have to join my community, guys, or just if you want, to get some like feedback and stuff, you can comment. I mean, reach out to me directly either on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. They're all at Juice the Squeeze. Very easy to find. You send your message and I'll be able to, lock in with you guys, show you how to do all this stuff. It will take no time at all. What I would always do too is don't generate just one, generate more than one. So now we got her looking real life. So this is going to be better. I actually like this. This is our Brazilian girl over there. In comparison to what we get now, this is the same company, but what we get here is a lot different because they automatically put you in these like styles. Now, I ain't gonna lie, she looked good in this one, but we want it to be realistic. But this kick is too powerful. She gonna kick your damn head off. You knock your brains out. So, okay, as we try to do this with speed, so I can get up out of here. We gotta do this, and I need to go over here and get the rest of our scenes. So scene 2, scene 3. And make sure that you're scripting out the full screen scene so that you have location and stuff like that before you are trying to do this a different way. Now, the problem we're having here, right, is this girl is different. So what I would do, this is the best way to do this. This is how you, again, how you keep your character consistent. We're going to go to recreate. But now what I'm going to do is drag this girl into this photo. So just drag her down so that way we have the same girl. And then now it's, okay, it's not unlimited, but we just use unlimited for free. For the freebie. Now, again, you do have to pay for this. And there's all kind of things you can do with this. There's market. And I can't show you some of this stuff because then you will be seeing some of my proprietary work. And can't be showing up what my people is doing. Now, we have gotten to the part of the video where we aren't using things for free. So if you're just coming in, I see people popping in on YouTube. I appreciate you. Just do me a favor. If you're new here, just like the video. If you want to learn how to do all of this stuff, you can reach out directly to me. There's no charge to talk to me directly. I will give you all the prompts and things that you need to start creating your version of your Faceless channel. And it's simple prompts. You just have to perfect what it is that's coming out, right? Let me see, does this say in Brazil words? No, stick, spreader. What the heck is that? It says making up words. Community pharmacy flu shots. I wonder if they got the virus shot. So this is gonna be good, but see now we actually have the girl. Yeah, we'll have the same girl, right? So you want to make sure that the look is consistent. Now, of course, if you want to change the clothes, we'll talk about that later on. But I do have to show you guys these other ways before I get up out of here. So we have the grandma, scene 4. This is going to be the final scene, and then I want to show you how to piece together the video, and then we're going to be gone. Okay, so we have our characters as well. So what we did initially, so I can just show you guys one more time, is that we started off with this singular prompt. We created a monster storytelling dramatic series. It's going to be a 4-part episodic series, so we got to get all our parts. We went with this genre, the theme, the story setup, and all of this kind of stuff. And it's going to give you 1-paragraph summaries, so that way it's real simple and easy to read. Yeah. Peace out. I appreciate you for stopping in. I know that this is one of the longer ones. I wanted it to be actually as short as possible. And I might not even leave this one actually up because, again, I got some of my proprietary work. So if you're watching this now, this will not be a free watch later on. Sorry. I might have to put this on the memberships because y'all are seeing some stuff that I'm really supposed to be showing you. So, okay, we got her in a dark hotel room and ouch. Hold on, E, before you leave, you see this? I sliced my fingers up, man. I was out here trying to cook some freaking French fries and my fingers went along for the ride on the French fry The first ride. It was not a good thing. It was not good. All right, so we'll go ahead and this is the last scene. We got to redo the grandma too. We're going to say she's Brazilian. So let's, oh shoot. Only reason I'm saying that is because this is too old. She's like 77. And the good thing about this is all you have to do is put in the context and then the AI will 7 years old Brazilian. Okay, so we do this and then Bob's your uncle. How many times did I press it? Oh, goodness. One more time for grandma. One more time for the grandma. Y'all, I really am mad that I cut my fingers up because it's hard to use the dexterity now. Shoot, y'all make me feel like I got raided or something. Okay, so now you got the agent man supposed to be watching her, so we're gonna have to recreate this one. So the context of what you want the images to look like is going to be important as well. There we go. That's the grandma we want. Actually, I like this one. Because now you're wondering, like, what's that on the box, right? But you got to find what you think is going to be good. This one looks nice, but this one is the best one to me. If you guys disagree, of course, let me know in the comments because these are what's going to be the scene. And we're just going to go one by one and then show these scenes and then be up out of here. This is a secret agent? Okay, we'll keep doing this. Hold on. So that's why I say you have to be able to generate quite a few examples of what you want. If not, then you reiterate. And then what we're going to do is take this talking version.
Media presence. No close friends. No records that trace further back than a P.O. box her grandmother set up in 2012. She works the pharmacy closing shift and walks home through the same streets every night. But something is changing. The dreams are getting louder.
This is actually pretty good. So we're going to go with this. Copy this as well. Because what you can do also is you're going to take this. We're going to download. Let's see which one it sounds.
In Brazil, 2030, 19-year-old Lethal lives a life deliberately stripped of significance.
So if you want to do all of these scenes kind of yourself, right? You can go one by one. Or what we're going to do is just make this one mega prompt. And I'm going to give it characters. And this is crazy. We'll delete that. See, this is why it's also good to have multiple generations so you can see what's going to fail. But this is the best one right here. Right? So now we've had all of our shots for episode 1. I'll even take the one that we made before. So what you're going to do now is go to video. And with our video, we're going to go to, so you have your choice of video. The best one right now, so you have multi-shot where you can use multiple angles and things like that. But C Dance is the best one. And you can get C Dance, you can download that native to your computer and not have to pay anything because it'll use your GPU. So that baseball thing that's been going crazy all over the internet, that's it there. Sorry, I forgot how to use this thing for a second. So C Dance 2 is here. You got C Dance 2 Fast or the regular. I go for the regular one. Now, if you don't want to use too many points, if you're somebody who's worried about points, we can go all the way down to this, right? So we're going to upload all of these images that we've just made. We'll go with this, not that one, this grandma, and this guy. And then you have to give it a second to, because what it's doing now is making sure that you're not using any copyright infringed piece of like artwork within your video. So now that it's eligible, boom, 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 boom. And then I'm gonna upload just one more. We gotta get this in there. It's gonna start like this. And we'll just have sound on. I'll ramp this all the way up to about 10 seconds. How long was this? Sorry. It's a minute?
Animals freeze when she passes, and on the night a stranger collapses outside her pharmacy door, the Thal does something she cannot.
Okay, well, we're about to use a lot of this. 15 seconds. All right, so what I would do is do it in segments. Then we'll do one by one. I was about to just try to throw it all in there at one time, but okay, we'll do this slowly for you. You know, I'm just trying to get off and live my own life. I appreciate you guys for coming in, just so that way you guys can see everything as well. And the fact that it keeps saying DC is what's going to kill me. Now, of course, there's better ways of doing this. You could just have notes. Right. If you want anything like action or anything like that, you can do like this, but we're going to go with general. And you can also use this cling. This will work as well. So we'll do this. And give it one more second. Yep. We'll bring it down. Put sound on. Take off multi-shot. And just generate it. And then we're going to go from there, generate this one. Take that out. What you can do too is we'll go to, so what you can, like, two ways to make it really understood by you is you do that. And because this is 1 minute, that we should have made every scene probably like 10 seconds, but we're not going to do all that. So this next one, we'll do 2 scenes. What I'll do is put the grandma. Oh, that's crazy. We can't see our references. Yeah, no. This is why C Dance is better. We use the grandma scene. I ain't about to do all of this. So close that one. Grandma to her here. So again, you can make sure everything is aligned. I forgot to put the setting of the scene. Pharmacy parking lot. Paste that bad boy there. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong thing. Get the ambiance. You know about ambiance? What you know about ambiance? Make sure there's some ambience, because you want this to actually pop. So we already have our first one. It's not going to look as good. But this is good enough, right? To start telling the story, and we're going to have our voiceover do the rest of the work. So we'll generate this next one. I'm not sure how they're going to integrate the grandma in there, but we'll see in a second. So the next one technically is her grandma. Maybe I should have left it like that. So what I'll do, boom. Okay. So I want to see how this comes out before I generate the next one, because the next one is going to be crucial, because again, we wanted to link in together. And same thing like before, if you have styles that you wanted to do, you got all of this to work with. So let's just say that that's not working in. That's not working out, working in. It's not working out, then you can do things like this. But general should work good enough until we get to start doing action scenes and things like that. This is just to give you an idea of what you can do with everything. And you know what? I'll use CCTV for the next scene right here. So after we get this that we got, and we're going to see, I'll use the CCTV to show her healing her compatriot. It does take quite a moment. But the good thing about it is that you can definitely just make this all work once you have it all together. Now, again, if you want like the laid out version of all of this, tap down in the description or tap the links over on Twitch. Then you'll have access to my community where I'll have all of this already pre-done, and it's literally just do this, one by one, step by step guideline. This video technically was only supposed to be 30 minutes, but we had so many people come in today that I made this more interactive. I wanted you guys to take part in the chat and tell me what you wanted. Now, if you're over on Twitch, that's where a lot of this was going on. But if you're here over on YouTube, thank you for being here. Again, I just want to say, just interact with the chat. This is taking crazy time. It should be done. It's not even more than 4 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just put that next scene in there. So the cliffhanger for this part is we have Ezra, the guy in the dark, looking over her. That's gonna be funny, actually. So again, we got to keep this ambiance, because that's just going to keep us in line with what we want the scene to come out looking like. Delete these two off. They're not deleted. They're still as references. They're still there. So what we want now, see? So we just want him. And what I would actually do, let me check eligibility. Because what I would do is I would get this one scene and then it slowly move over. Even though the faces don't look alike, it will transition from one to the other, and hopefully it'll take oh shoot, we got some free generations. I'm not using them now. It's okay. We only need 4 seconds. What the heck? What the hell? What the hell? What the Elefante? What the hell, Barry? So wait a minute. We'll redo this one. So this is why you always check your video. But once we stitch this all together, I don't even care. 12 credits ain't gonna kill nobody. So we got Ezra in the dark room. Why is our one? Okay, there. Okay, actually, yeah, let's do it this way. Boom, boom. Then we'll generate this one. So we'll do this, and then what you do is you utilize your CapCut, all of your free tools. If you don't have CapCut, Here are some other recommendations that I will give you. CapCut is not the only way. You can go ahead and use Instagram's new or Meta's new edits, right? I like edits a little bit more because it's a lot more simplistic. The things that you benefit from are the fact that you can put your own music to it, right? And then they have something called voice ducking or volume ducking. With the volume ducking, even with copyrighted music, you can kind of, because you have combined it with what you already have created, then you you can circumvent the copyright infringement that a lot of people usually get. This is not going to work for a long time, but if you want to get eyes on your content immediately and as fast as possible, this is a great way to get started right now until they patch this, until they change it back to what it was. The other benefit of it is that there are pretty much a lot of the sound effects that make a lot of viral videos are already placed there. There's no paywall for it. You can absolutely just use this and keep going, okay? Now this is going to take us a good little second. Okay, and that's the rerun of that, right? Let's just generate one more just in case. The likeness of who? Right, I do. You know, as much as it kills me to say it, it looks like she gave him the yeah, it's gonna be Google Gemini, because if you, I'll just go here real fast. If you want your face, right? You said your face. Whose face is this? This is my face here. I can't scroll too far down because again, this is a lot of proprietary stuff, but you can easily put your own face. It's gonna be Google Nano Banana. Nano Banana is the best with keeping relatable faces. So I would use Nano Banana. Now, I don't like how it looks like she gave him the wound while also healing it. But we don't need it to be perfect either.
Hello? Yeah, it's Ezra.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah, it's Ezra.
Okay.
Hello? Yeah, it's Ezra.
Okay.
So I would take off the sound for this. So this one is not good, but we got one more coming in. And the thing is, Ursa, thanks for coming back. You missed my sister. She came in here and was talking for a second. If you see red light bandit, that's my sister. But yeah, we got this much. And you know what? I'm just going to take out a full time and show you guys what, like tomorrow. Ezra, I don't know what time zone you're on. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be doing this in the morning. But I'm going to show the rest of the episode. But I do want to stitch this together and then show you what it would be like with a voiceover before I do get out of here. So I'm not rushing, but I just want to, you know, give you guys a heads up. A head up. You got to keep your head up. Whoa. Yeah, appreciate you for coming in. It's gonna be, we're gonna do this more professionally again tomorrow. I try to stay professional, or I always think about I could record it in this and just put it as a premiere. Like onion rings. You like onion rings? Onion rings are pretty good, but I don't know. I'm so partial to French fries. It's a bad addiction. I haven't had some French fries in at least, well, since this, you know, like 2 weeks, but A deep fried onion. That is for sure. Why is Ezra not trying to download? He's giving us the woes right now. Okay, so but this is the consensus of what it is that you could do, right? And if you wanted to enhance this, you also have the studio, but you see I'm not using studio because of this thing. Now, wait a minute. We have my character as well. So this is just me playing around with myself. This is some stuff I can show you. I don't think I can show you this other one. This is my other self. And some of the videos I've made with my own self. Okay, yeah, it might get a little weird if I go too far down. Now, I didn't create them to be like that, but this thing, AI is going to do its own thing. I just want you to know. And I hope I didn't lose you guys, but that's how you keep yourself consistent. You want to make sure you have multiple angles. Another good thing about this, right? You create one scene. I can show you this with the images as well. So we created these scenes. What I would do here is not overview. On the phone, this is easier too. Open in. So you can do multi-shot. What you want to do is multi-shot, right? And this is another proprietary thing you're not supposed to be seeing. Why is it upload? So you would, put up that and then generate 4 references. If it would, okay. So it usually takes 30 seconds. And for some reason, this video still is trying to run. So in that 30 seconds, we'll see if we get some good angles. Gotta stretch myself out. Am I not showing on the screen? Oh, my camera died? Why didn't anybody tell me? Hey. Yes, I'm back. Ursa, you didn't tell me my camera was dead. How dare you? How dare you? It's like, no. This is crazy. I'm going to refresh. Sometimes you have to refresh the page. A good thing, too, that you can do, but it's entirely too expensive, is edit your video. And oh, no, it wasn't intentional. I wasn't even aware that it was
like a Boston word door to Syracuse camping like Leo reused to do. Now sound like a Boston word door to Syracuse camping
this
like
is
Leo
perfect.
reused to do.
I'm glad that this one took so long now. That was perfect. So you see, you can edit your videos as well. And then we have this lovely thing right here where you can do motion control. What I would do too, right, is you can see a sample. What the freak? They had sample videos. What happened to that? Okay, so look, you have these sample videos. If you are somebody who wants to create, AI influencers and stuff like that, boom, you have the way. You want them to be doing crazy stuff. You want them to do AI dancing. You got these, right? You select a video or you download one from somebody's TikTok. They can't say that you're using the exact same thing because you'll change the background and everything. And then you pick your character from wherever you got a character at, put them in there, and then you got to pay this amount. There's no way. And then you can add an additional prompt. Or if you just want to make an image, right? That's just something I'm showing you so that you know how it works. Let me go back to my history. So this is our episode 1. So we're going to download this bad boy. Sadly, but surely, this bad boy. And this one here. And then all you have to do, we can use CapCut to help us do this, right? So we're going to do that. And then we're just going to upload our stuff. I mean, the little dancing videos, that's what they like, though. So the ones that are... You're about to make me go look these things up, Ursa. Because Ursa, I'm gonna be real with you. Talking about your butt too big, that's a plus in this world where they. Because I mean, let's just be honest, man. You got to appeal to the gaze of the customer, and most people are just trying to see something. Where's the add button? See, I don't like this computer version of this. I would use something totally different. But I want you guys to use free tools because I got the paid ones, but I'm showing you free so that I don't know why I was looking in the wrong place. Crazy work on me. Oh yeah, we need all that. We only got 3 of them. 1, 2. How many scenes did we supposed to have? 4, correct? Yeah, 4 scenes. Grandma, we forgot about Grandma. Crazy. How could I forget about Grandma? If you're not watching me over on Twitch, you need to see what Ursa is saying over there. She just said the wildest thing I cannot repeat on stream right now. But listen, Ursa, you ain't lying, but at the same time, that's wild. Real wild, bro. What? Okay, so why did I get this other BS that y'all just sent me? So this is also what I was trying to show you with the angles. So now we can get him at multiple angles, looking around the room if we wanted to showcase that he was in a room, like if we wanted to spin around and do all of that kind of stuff. But it's also like, Ursa, going back to what you were saying there, because that's just too wild for me not to comment on, is why the hell are you doing that? If you're letting anybody get down like that, see, this is where morals and stuff need to be coming back, because people just be letting anything happen. Anything. Dang, I lost my... Oh, Grandma. We need to make Grandma. Because I was like, damn it, Ursa, you made me lose my train of thought again. Gotta make Grandma, bro. We got to. We forgot about Grandma. That's crazy. You can never forget about Grandma. Grandma. Yeah, I'm also starting to get tired. What am I misunderstanding, Ursa? Tell me. Tell me what I'm misunderstanding. I mean, I'm not saying that's what you do. I'm saying it in general because I know that there are people that will let that happen. You know, they'll be like, oh yeah, because it's just like being with the girls. And I'm like, absolutely not. And the reason I can say that is because I've seen it personally, you know? And I'm just looking like, oh, Lord have mercy. Someone in heaven above smiteth thee. Yes, morals definitely need to come back. Because why does everybody have to dress? Like, now listen, we're going to be talking about something that might be contentious. I do not shun the woman's shape, right? But I do not like that everybody has to be absolutely naked outside now. Yeah, that's a part of my podcast. So, you know, this is in line with what I'll be talking about. Like, listen, accentuate the curves, cool, or whatever. But I don't need you to have a see-through dress where you have like, you know, just everything showing, right? Because like now, I've seen it so where it's like some women just have like something bedazzled in front of it, in front of the line, in front of the V line. And I'm just like, so I'm not supposed to look, but everything that's blinging and shining like gold is right there in front of my face. And I'm not supposed to look at that because that's not okay. But then you're like, I just don't know, you know. Wait a minute, Ursa. Now I might get lost to what you're saying. Now you said what? I don't want to work. Oh, you're talking about taking it way back. Now, chat it over on YouTube. Let me know. Do you want to take it that far back? Ursa, do you work now? That's the best question I can ask. Do you work now? Now listen, I definitely understand what you're saying. But even now, if we're being completely honest about like even that work thing, like I do concur that my women will, once I'm at this point where everything is working out the way I need it to be working out, my women will not be working for a job, right? They will not work for a company that is not the company called our family. The thing that I do see that a lot of though is that people don't have it enough to, don't have it enough to really make that work out. But there's also the thought process of like, there are so many other avenues. You don't have to stay in the country. You can go where your money stretches further. You need to use your smarts. You say that too, but now if you look at, now we're about to get into philosophy stuff, and I might just end the YouTube stream in a second and just talk to Ursa for like 20 or 30 minutes. But if you're talking about it like that, like you look at the shift in how the world is going right now. We're in a weird place where like women teachers are taking advantage of kids now, and they're getting reduced sentences instead of taking like the full brunt. Now I'm only supposed to be teaching you AI, but now we're talking philosophy and stuff, and I'm gonna have to change things up in a second. I don't like this is taking so long, but we gotta get Grandma seen. Got it.
19 years ago, I made a terrible mistake. 19
perfect.
years ago.
Okay, Grandma. Oh, shenanigans. I didn't put the right grandma in here. Dang it, I didn't put... Yeah, but that's the problem too. They're trying to change the name for that as well. That's something I didn't like about it, if I'm being honest with you. No longer are they calling it a PEDO. You have to call it a what is it? Young attracted person. So what is that? A yap? You got to call them a yap. And I was like, absolutely not. I was looking at a court case recently. That's why I'm saying all of this. Where a person got a reduced sentence of, instead of doing life sentences, they got, I think it was like 2 years in prison and then 4 years probation, because that woman was pregnant by the child and they wanted the woman to be able to be a mother, and she was already married. She had a full adult husband who had no idea that this was going on, but let her have the child and was cool in defending her, and defending her in court for her shenanigans. And I was like, oh, no way. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't leave me. They leaving me, Ursa. They hear me talk about philosophy and stuff, and they're like, well, wait a minute. I thought I came here to learn AI. It's okay, you guys. I'm gonna get off of here soon. I appreciate everybody that stopped by and has kept me tabbed up this whole time. But Ursa, I'm not getting off. We're gonna get into that because I can talk on that for a second. But I'm gonna give up on YouTube. And this is why people charge a lot for making these videos. So if somebody were to ask me to do all of this, you see how it's taken me darn near 2 hours. Oh no, it's more than 2 hours. Darn near 2 hours to just make one episode. And you're going to get it for only about 10 seconds of full time, probably 12. And you think that nobody is going to be like, oh yeah, no, I need big money for this. Because you're spending what will be a work day generating and waiting for this stuff to pop up. Now, again, if you want to do all this stuff free, now I can even teach you, like I said, in my community, if you guys come to the community where I have on my school, I can teach you how to put these things locally on your device so you'll get a little bit faster than waiting for it to generate on the web here, because you're pretty much spinning up a virtual environment to make all of this work. Also playing Risk of Rain, so slow responses. Oh, you're listening to some good music. No. I'm about to I might just transition this into a gaming stream just because Twitch is bumping right now. Oh, that's the game. That's the game where you have to make all those decisions, right? Like quick time events. Why did they change her so much? Goodness. Okay. So we got all our pieces now. And this is just so I can give you guys over on YouTube a complete version. Like I said, this does take quite a bit of time. It is not like automatic. I know everybody wishes that it's a roguelike. Now you got me want to look it up. I can't look it up right now. Okay, so our first clip is there. Why don't I have her at the... I don't have her at the clinic, but we're going to just drag in our next pieces of clips. The grandma. Actually, we might do grandma first. Delete. Grandma. Clinic. Ezra. Boom. And then we're going to overlay our sound. Can I not see it? Oh, there's a problem here. We have a problem. There we go. So what is the game? What's the game about, Ezra? Because I need to know that. I gotta catch my boy Josh if he's still streaming too. So okay, so now this is what...
In Brazil, 2030, 19-year-old Lathel lives a life deliberately stripped of significance. No social media presence.
Why do we have two grandmas?
No close friends. No records that trace further back than...
So typically what you would do is get your scenes in line and then do it like this. Ezra, why aren't you streaming then? Matter of fact. So, okay, YouTube, I'm going to sign out from you guys. I appreciate you for coming. Matter of fact, I forgot about Kick as well. Kick and hey, appreciate everybody that came in over on Kick and everybody over on Rumble as well. But we're about to close everything out except for Twitch. So if you want to come find me on Twitch, I'm actually over there as Juicy Nose. So come over, find Juicy Nose. We're just going to be talking about all the stuff that Ezra was talking about. You can hear some of the stuff that I couldn't say while on this stream. Actually, I can stay on Kick, but we're switching around. It's going to be some gaming and some conversation. Rumble and YouTube, we're out of here. So I'm going to play that lovely music. And as always, my good folks, live as long as you want, never want as long as you live, and always squeeze the best juice out of life. Peace.